Alright, so we're going to be unboxing the Cybernetic Horizon and the starter deck Codebreaker. So that's going to be 2 unboxings for today. So I think I'll start with the starter deck Codebreaker, because we already know what's in that. So let me just rip this sucker open. Tear this beast apart. There we go. Oh, it comes with a deck mat. Oh, I forgot that every structure deck comes with a deck mat. Oh, boom. Alright. Huzzah. Alright. So, we got the deck stuff, so let's actually see what some of this looks like. I'm kind of glad I got a new, field thing. Because my old field things are, I have that Slifer mat, and I have a couple of the play mats from, like, Synchron Extreme, but those are really kind of old, because they don't have the link zones and all that. Also, I like how when you get the new playmats, they cut the link zones in half, or the extra monster zones. Actually looks nice. I like the design they did for the pendulum zone. Alright, so let's put you folded up. I can't really show that on the Kindle screen, but you guys can kind of see. I'll unfold it about halfway, show you guys. There we go. You can kind of see the pendulum zone and main monster zone. And then I'll flip it upside down. You can kind of see the extra monster zone got cut in half. Alright. So that's that. And of course we got a little rule book of rules. Alright. So let's actually open the deck. More plastic. I really love doing that. Just taking whatever plastic I get when I open something and just throwing it somewhere nonchalantly. Because it actually is really fun. So you can see right away we got Cybernetic white hat. You can kind of see right there. I think it's a super rare. No, that's not a super rare. I think that's a... Hold on. Super rare is the picture. Rare is the thing. So this is ultra rare. So it's an ultra rare Cybernetic white hat. You guys can kind of see it right there. Let me just pop this bad boy open. Oh, they do it sideways now? Wait, what the... Okay. That's weird. There's a... You can pull it apart like this, but there's also like a little flap right here. Like, look, there's like a little, flap right here that you can fold down. That is weird. Oh. Another way to tear into it, I suppose. So let's rip this sucker open. Ah. Alright, more plastic. That'll be clean up later. Alright. So like I said, we got the Cybernetic white hat. The right there. We got that. I'll put that back here. We have the transcode talker. I never really knew what transcode talker does. What does it do? 2 or more effect monsters. While this card is co-linked and its co-linked monsters gain 500 attack. Also, your opponent cannot target any of them with card effects. You can target one Link 3 or lower Cybernetic Link monster in your graveyard, except Transcode Talker, and special summon it to your zone. This card points to. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this effect, except for Cybernetic monsters. So it's kind of like a Decode Talker, but amped up. Alright, neat. And it's also a, another ultra rare, you guys can see. Shiny. Alright, and then we got Widget Kid. Widget Kid, what do you do? If this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon one Cybernetic monster from your hand in defense position. You can only use this effect of Widget Kid once per turn. Huh. That's a super rare, too. It's weird how now with the super rares, they make the stars shiny, too. We got those. Those are ultra rares, that's a super rare. We got those. I'll move these over a tiny bit. And then we got Cybernetic Recovery. Another super rare, you guys can see right there. And then you guys can see right here. If a Link monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can target one monster in your graveyard except a Link monster, special summon it in defense position. You can only use this effect once per turn, and it's actually a continuous spell. Cool. Then we got Penstag. Huh, never heard of that before. Another super rare, Penstag. Cybernetic Link, that's a Link 2, takes 2 effect monsters, and if it's If a link monster attacks a defense position monster, it's a piercing damage. So it's basically just a piercing damage monster. Kind of like, what was it? Paladin of White Dragon was a piercing monster, I believe. And then we got a normal Leotron. Just a common Leotron right there. We got a common text changer. I wouldn't change text. She's perfect just the way she is. I mean, she can kick the reds and blues across an entire field, then why change her? Once per turn, when your monster is targeted for an attack, you can negate that attack, then special summon one Cyberse normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Okay, so it's basically like a Marsh Macaron almost. Except it doesn't really summon itself. And then we got a Bitron, which kinda look... What does that look like? That looks reminiscent of something. What does that look like to you guys? Because I know that reminds me of something. I was gonna say it looks like the robot that YuGiOh is in the end of Sword Art Online, but that's not what it's reminding me of. I mean, it looks kinda like it, but that's not it. What do you remind me of? Maybe something from Subnautica. Maybe. I don't know. I forget. Something reminds me. That reminds me of something, but I don't know what it is. Then we got a Ram Clouder. I like the kind of pun there. The Ram Clouder, and it's an actual ram. When you contribute this card, then target one Cyberse monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. You can only use this effect once per turn. Not that bad. It's weird how Bitron is a level 2 monster, but it has 2,000 defense. That's a tank right there. And then we got another common Link Slayer. Right there. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can discard up to 2 cards, then target that many spell/traps on the field, and destroy them. That's a little overpowered. Wow, that's actually that's like a twin twister with a monster attached. Also, I like how he's wearing lion armor. Okay. So we got them. I'll move these over a tiny bit. We got more of them. Alright. And then we got Backup Secretary. Weird how they didn't show the face. Regular, just common. If you control a Cyberverse monster, you can special summon this card. You can only special summon one Backup Secretary per turn this way. So I guess you could summon Link Slayer and then summon Backup Secretary. Oh, interesting. I'm really learning a lot about the Cyberse thing. Launcher Commander. That's another Cyberse. And so another common. You guys can see down here. All of the Cyberse monsters you control gain 300 attack and defense. Once per turn, you contribute one Cyberse monster, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls and destroy it. A little bit overpowered. I'm not gonna lie, that's a tiny bit overpowered. And then we have a Cly Ant, and it's actually another ant, or another pun, because it's an ant. Clever game, clever. Thing's got a long effect, look at that. That is a long effect. When this card is normal summon / set, or when this normal summon / set card is face up on the field, all Cyberse monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense during your turn only. If this card on the field would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy one Cyberse monster in your hand or face up on your field instead. Okay. So it's kind of like a free save. Hey! There's a Flame Veil Guard! Man, I haven't seen one of them since Structure Saga of Blue Eyes. Man, it's been ages since I've seen one of you boys. Wow. Bringing back the memories with this. And we got a Bit Trooper. And it's another common. Right there. A Bit Trooper. You can send one level 2 or lower monster from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Okay. The Cyberse monsters all kind of have a lot of varying levels, which is weird, because they all have effects that talk about special summoning, a lot of them in the same turn. It's like monster spam. Except it's not something that tastes disgusting. Hey, we got a Beast King Barbaros, and there's the Cyber Dragon. So we got another Beast King and a Cyber Dragon. Sweetness. They're both common, though. Although I don't really care about rarity all that much. You guys can see Beast King and Cyber Dragon. Hey! Actually, not that bad. I might make a Cyber Dragon deck. Cyber Dragon's actually not that bad now. Then we got an Exarion Universe. Any relation to Steven? You guys see right there? Another common. Not really many rares in this pack so far. During your battle step, if this card attacks a defense position monster, you can make this card lose exactly 400 attack, and if it does, it will inflict piercing battle damage. These effects last until the end of this turn. Huh. So I guess you could kind of... Well, no, you couldn't cancel that out with the Cyberse monsters, because it's a Beast Warrior. Then we got an Evil Swarm. Okay. Evil Swarm Mandragora. Wow, that's a hard name to pronounce. You kind of gotta read it slow and then say it. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card. Okay, so it's basically a free monster. I really don't like the monsters that have, like, 50 as their stats. I don't like monsters that have, like, 50 added to their attack, like when it's 1550, or when they have some, like, 50 in the defense. I don't know. 50 just... I don't really like having numbers like that, because YuGiOh always has the big numbers, like the hundreds and the thousands. You don't really want to see a 50 with that. Plus, counting life points with 50 is just way too hard. Alright, so we got a Marshmallow. We got right there the Marshmallow. We got another Marshmallow. Is we gonna pull Baby Dragon? We got a Ryuku Lightsworn Hunter. It's been a while since I actually seen Lightsworns get reprinted. And then we got a Battle Fader and a Swift Scarecrow. Kinda do the exact same thing, so I don't know why there's two different monsters. I would've just put in two Battle Faders, honestly. I mean, they do the exact same thing. And then we got a Cybernetic Universe. Now you see right there, Cybernetic Universe. Again, any relation to Steven? Because, I mean, I'm just saying, any relation to Steven might be possible. All Link monsters you control gain 300 attack. Once per turn, you can target one monster in the graveyard, shuffle it into the deck. If this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, send all monsters in the extra monster zones to the graveyard. Ooh. That's devastating. Hey, we got Scapegoat, and Monster Reborn, and Dark Hole, and Mystical Space Typhoon, and Book of Moon. Wow, so many staples. So many staples. That is a lot of staples. I'll actually take out the Monster Reborn and the Scapegoat and the Mystical Space Typhoon, because I can actually use those. And then I got United We Stand. Not sure if I've seen that before. Equip card. The equipped monster gains 800 attack and defense for each face-up monster you control. Ooh. That'd be pretty devastating. Can you imagine having, like, 3 monsters on the field? That'd be an instant 2400. And we got Card Trader, we got Burden of the Mighty, we got Ego Boost, and we got Supply Squad. So, kind of just a lot of staple cards, basically. Not really much to go on there. Man, a lot of the deck materials were actually common. And then we get Cybernetic Regression. As you can see, Cybernetic Regression. If you're special summon a Link monster, target one card on the field, destroy it, then draw one card. You can only activate one Cybernetic Regression once per turn, and it's actually not a continuous trap. Okay. Then we got Shadow Sprawl, Call the Haunted, Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute, Bottomless Trap Hole, Zero Gravity, and Compulsory Evacuation Device. So, again, whole bunch of staples. Whole bunch of staples, not a lot of actual deck archetypes. And then we got Decode Talker. Everyone knows Decode Talker, the boy. The boy of the Link monsters. I mean, here come that boy. Gain 500 attack for each monster it points to. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card you control, you can tribute one monster this card points to, negate the activation, and destroy it. I wonder if that actually would count as tributing one of your opponent's monsters. Because if it did, that'd be a bit overpowered. I'll leave you with the Scapegoat, because I can actually use you. Then we got Link Spider. Link Spider can use for Dark Magicians. You guys can see right there. One normal monster once per turn, you can special summon a level 4 or lower normal monster from your hand to your zone this card points to. That'd work out well for Alexandrite Dragon, or Luster Dragon. Kaiba would probably really like to run a Link Spider. And then, of course, we have Link Kuriboh. Unfortunately, it is not brown, so I can't call it Link Jaden. But Link Kuriboh I actually do kind of plan on using as well. One level 1 monster, when an opponent declares an attack, you contribute this card, change that monster's attack to 0 until the end of this turn. If this card in your graveyard, you contribute one level 1 monster, special summon it. You can only use this effect of Link Kuriboh once per turn. Yeah, so Link Kuriboh was actually pretty good in the Blue Eyes not too long ago. And I think I actually still have it as part of that extra deck, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. And then we got the Cybernetic Horizon. So let's see what's in you. I kind of hate the packs also because of the back. I hate having to, like, tear through the paper after I already tear that cardboard off, because it's really just kind of annoying. Let's see. Get out of here. Alright. Let's rip this off. Ah, how much paper do they put on these things nowadays? There we go. And that's getting torn off. And there we go. Rip. Rip paper. Here we go. Nonchalantly throw. Alright. So now we got that to open. Let's see what fortune should smile upon us today. I'll tear you open and rip you apart. I'm glad they actually changed this to 6 years and up, because I think it used to be 5 years and up. Come on, rip open. No, I'm not weak, but these things are really annoying sometimes. Alright. So, we got 9 cards here. We got Metaphys Ascension. Metaphys Ascension, never heard of it. Discard one Metaphys monster card, or one Metaphys card, and draw one card. Then you can banish one Metaphys monster from your deck. If this card is banished, you can add one Metaphys card from your deck to your hand, except Metaphys Ascension. You can only use one Metaphys Ascension effect per turn, and only once that turn. Huh. Okay. Why is Link Spider over there? Link Spider doesn't go over there. Link Spider goes with the useful stuff. Then we got Goki Moonsault. Okay, I think that's actually useful. Goki Moonsault. Move my thumb. There we go. Oh, wait. I got it. There we go. I'm holding it like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I am the true YuGiOh. You can review this card in your hand, then target one Goki monster you control, except Goki Moonsault. Special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, return that monster to the hand. You can target one Goki Link monster in your graveyard, return it to the extra deck, then you can add one Goki monster from your graveyard to your hand. You can only use each effect of Goki Moonsault once per turn. Well, Moonsault is right, because that thing is an assault. Alright. Then we got Restoration Point Guard. Huh. Looks odd, to say the least. But a Cyburst monster. 2 Cyburst monsters once per turn. If another Link monster is Link summoned, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Once per turn, if another Link monster is Link summoned, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects for the rest of this turn. If a Link monster that was Link summoned using this card as a material is destroyed by an opponent's card effect while this card is in the graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card. You can only use this effect of Restoration Point Guard once per turn. Okay, that's a little weird the way they have that printed, because instead of having a comma, like they should, after Link summoned, they have, like, I'll put it as close to the screen as possible, but you see, like, after Link summoned, instead of having a comma, they have colons. That is weird. I had to go back and read that 3 times to make sure I wasn't tripping out. Mirror Force Launcher. What are you? You are interesting. Super rare, too. Quite intriguing, I must say. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can discard one monster, add one Mirror Force from your deck or graveyard to your hand. If this set card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect and sent to your graveyard, you can set this card from your graveyard and one Mirror Force from your hand, deck, or graveyard. They can be activated this turn. So, if my opponent used MST on this and it was set, and it got sent to the graveyard, then I could set it and a mirror force for my... Ooh! That's actually useful. That doesn't go there. It goes with super rares. Thank you. Then we got an interrupt resistor. Looks like a hawk. Looks like a special ops guy in a hawk costume. When you take battle damage, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, it gains attack equal to the damage you took. Wow! That can actually be extremely overpowered if it's against something like Odd Eyes. Because you get attacked by a pendulum summon Odd Eyes, an Odd Eyes, pendulum dragon, and that thing inflicts battle damage, then it actually does double the damage. So this thing could get a good amount of attack on it. Once per turn, during damage calculation, when another defense position monster you control is attacked by an opponent's monster, you can activate this effect. During damage calculation, your attacked monster's defense becomes equal to this card's defense. Also, it cannot be destroyed by battle that turn. Then why not just say it can't be destroyed by battle that turn? Well, I guess because piercing damage kind of reduced the damage. And it's actually a rare, too. Alright, interesting. Cluster Congester. Another Cyburst monster. Weird how some of the Cyburst monsters don't really have Cyburst in the name. Actually, a lot of them don't have Cyburst in the name. When this card is normal or special summon and you control no link monsters, you can special summon one Congressor token, Cyburst, Dark, level 1, attack and defense of 0. You can only use this effect of Cluster Congester once per turn. Once per battle step, if a link monster you control is attacked, you can banish this card from your graveyard and that link monster, special summon Congester tokens up to the number of link monsters your opponent controls. Isn't that typically only one? Oh well. Another rare, too. Regular. Got a lot of regulars out of this. Terrifying Toddler of Torment. Wow, it's like someone took Boss Baby and made it super emo. Well, I'm literally not even kidding. That is so emo Boss Baby. Flip, you can send one Fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard. If this card is sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard, you can special summon it in face down defense position. You can only use each effect once per turn. Okay. So, it doesn't say you can only use one effect per turn, and only once that turn, like, or what was it, Maiden, I think, says that. So, you could actually use it to send it to the graveyard, and then you could use it itself to bring it back. Divine Serpent Ge. Te heck is that? Ge heck is that? I mean, te heck is this, mate? Reptile monster. That is a god level effect. Look at the text on the bottom of that. That goes clear down to the attack. That is a huge amount of text. Cannot be normal summon / set. Must be special summoned by its own effect. If monsters you control is destroyed by an opponent's card, attack, or effect, you can pay half your life points, special summon this card from your hand. Cannot be targeted by card effects. If this card attacks an opponent's monster during the damage step only, negate the effects of that monster while it is face up on the field, but its effects can still be activated. Also, its attack becomes half its original attack. Once per battle, if this card battles during damage calculation, you can make this card's attack become equal to the highest original attack on the field, your choice if tied. Wait a minute. If this card battle... Ooh. Is that the monster that, Darts had? Because it kind of looks like that. That is I'm not gonna lie, that's a tiny bit overpowered. And then the last card, Performapal Lebelman. Not exactly something I want, although it is a fairy type, so blue eyes beware. Pendulum effect. Once per turn, you can increase the levels of all pendulum summoned monsters you currently control by 1, even if this card leaves the field. Once per turn, you can declare a level from 1 to 5, then target one other Performapal monster you control. Until the end of this turn, reduce this card's level by the declared level, and if you do, increase the level of the other monster by the same amount. So, say I wanted to make a rank 5, and I had a rank 4 in this, then I could shrink this thing's level down by 1, and then the rank 4s would go up by 1. Okay, interesting. Alright, so not too bad a haul overall. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41 commons, 47, including Mystical Space Typhoon, Monster Reborn, Scapegoat, Decode, Linked Kuriboh, and Link Spider. And then we got 1 rare. I'll move these back here so you guys can still see them. And then we got, how many super rares? 1, 2, 3, 4 super rares, including that Mirror Force launch. I might keep that, because that's actually intriguing. And then we got 2 super rares, the Transcode Talker and the Cyberse White Hat. So, not too bad. I actually got some stuff I can use, like the Link Spider, the Link Kuriboh, Decode, Scapegoat, Monster Reborn. Oddly enough, I'm going to be running Scapegoat in Dark Magicians once I get that up and running. Also, I should check to see if the ban list had actually come out. Oh, I think I'm going to leave this unboxing part of the stream here. So, I'll see you guys later for this part.